My name is Winston. We moved from Colorado a couple months ago. We drink a lot of craft beer, Oscar Blues, Avery, Twisted Pine, lots of good stuff out there. All those breweries have gone through huge expansion, where they had to move out of Boulder County, out of Boulder, in order to have floor space, brewing space, all that kind of stuff. How do you see yourselves dealing with proposed expansion and wanting to maintain the DC label and trying to keep it local? Do you see yourself moving to Maryland, Virginia, et cetera, et cetera?
No chance. I'm not moving to Maryland. I'm not moving to Virginia. We intentionally signed a 10-year lease on a 15,000 square foot location, knowing that up front we needed about 5,000 square feet. We knew that we were going to have to expand. We're actually going through an expansion now. We never want to actually leave our site because we want to stay in DC. We've got the same footprint right now as Flying Dog. So they're an international company, and if we decide to go that way, which I don't think we will, we got plenty of room to grow.
I'd like to add something that I didn't say before. The winery Boxwood is located only 50 miles west of DC. So if you guys are interested in seeing what it's like to make wine, to be a local producer, you should come over Friday to Sunday, 11 to 6, and check it out yourselves.
It's beautiful.
And it's pretty.
Mind-blowingly pretty. Yeah.
We were at 3 Stars, and it was packed. It was so crowded, and I'm wondering what percentage of your income is coming from people coming to you versus you distributing it elsewhere.
It's none of your business what that number is. But I would say that it's, while it is nice, we do rely on that. We rely on people coming out. What we're really getting out of it isn't as much the dollar symbol that we're seeing on the return, as much as it is the fact that we're noticing that when we have really great growler hours, people are then the following week or the week following are ordering more beer. So I think what it is something that Mike and I always wanted to put in place was we wanted it to be an experience. We wanted people to come out to the brewery and get to know us a little bit. If you've ever been to our brewery, if you've been on our tour, you obviously have. It's given by Mike and myself, who are the founders and owners of the brewery. We don't farm this out to part-time employees to do. And we want you to know what our story is. We want you to see like what we had to go through and what we had to put in order to get to where we are. So hopefully you guys pick up on that when you're coming out. And if you haven't come out yet, come out. Saturdays 1 to 5. We have growler hours. We have a food truck. We do tours at 2 and 3 o'clock. Free samples, free tours. And yes, if you're not from Ohio, you probably think I'm mispronouncing that word, but it is a tour. So anyways.
And I should have mentioned this before, and Will's presence here just reminded me that next week we are officially forming a not-for-profit organization, which is the DC Brewers Guild. So this is a guild of brewers. It's officially recognized, incorporated organization that is to benefit and educate and help grow the craft beer industry in Washington, D.C. And all of the voting members have to be part of a working brewery within the boundaries of Washington, D.C. This is a really, really big, exciting step for the craft beer industry in D.C. and we're very excited. And I think that it'll help really launch and further grow the craft beer industry in D.C.
So we've got time for one last question. You can go ahead.
There's been a lot of, negative press and press in general about InBev and S&B Miller sort of buying up all the hops in America and other places, really to drive up the price for the craft brewers. I was wondering if you felt that effect or you noticed anything with the price of hops in sort of the multinationals coming in, really trying to mute out the competition.
It's just happened. Craft beer has grown so much in this country, and there's so many new breweries opening up that the market on hops is just so overtaxed. We tried to get contracts on a bunch of stuff this past year that we were kicked out of. We weren't able to get contracts. If you don't get contracts on hops where you agree to buy X amount, then you have to buy on the spot market. Spot market is more expensive, and it's basically you take whatever is available. So just the whole growth of our industry has basically put that pinch on us. But the other thing of it is I don't see AB InBev and Miller Coors actually needing any of those products because they're not the hops that they typically use in their beers. So I wouldn't say that, but I have seen over the course of many years AB InBev and Miller Coors using their kind of financial abilities to lobby and petition with lobbyists and get laws potentially on the ballots, where in states like Massachusetts there was a push to kind of shut down local small craft breweries because they wanted them to be sourced within a certain amount of mileage. Politics, yeah, where you've got people who lobby, and the people who have money to pay lobbyists are people who have money, which I have none. So thanks for keep drinking my beer.
That's the sourcing ingredients and the volatile cost of the ingredients is one of the big things that keeps me up at night. Because when we're all talking about climate change, it's on NPR every morning. Whenever I hear climate change, I think about the yields of wheat and the yields of hops every year and how that affects it.
It's not in the Viagra, right? From the decent water.
Right. So on that note, anything to add?
It doesn't really apply.
Closing thoughts, please.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and thanks for supporting local. Thank you for shopping at Glen's Garden Market, and continue to buy local beverage and local products.
Can we please get a huge round of applause for all our speakers here? It's been amazing.